Welcome to Roll and Review, where you talk about all things nerdy and awesome. I am Jim, I'm your Dungeon Master for today, and with us always we have wonderful players. Peter Stein is Sirdred Manthuzel Face. We have Mike as Fergus. Don't remember Fergus's last name. What he said. And Kiel as Tegan Tealeaf, if I remember her last name correctly.
Correct.
Yes. I now know everyone's name at least partially.
You know them, but you can't pronounce them.
Yeah, well that is what it is. So, so as any of our viewers will remember, last week, Kiel tamed a badger, and we left it up to you guys to let us know different names for the badger. So we scoured Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and the comments section of the video, and we found a name. Kiel, would you like to tell everybody the name of your badger?
My little honey badger's name is now
Stonepaw. It's a giant badger.
It's a giant little badger who's cute and fuzzy.
It's about the same size as you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
True.
so Stonepaw was the name we settled on. So thank you, John Dorian, from Twitter for that name. We appreciate it.
It's okay.
Did you say it's okay?
Yes.
I would throw some dice at you, but I think I'm going to need them.
No, I haven't missed it. Did you think I meant that only Scrubs was okay?
No, just the name of the badger.
The name of the badger was just okay.
Oh, no, that's not what I was referring to. But continue.
Okay. Oh, never mind. So moving on from that debacle of me and Mike's miscommunication, let us begin our game. So as you may recall, you guys just finished fighting the Novam Army, who was coming to mount an invasion of the island that Rhydon sits on. After they had been pushed off, you guys went in, sabotaged their base, joined up with one portion of the army led by Commander Viva, the High Elf that you guys met in Rhydon, and attacked the Novam Army, flanking them, and pushing, really just routing anyone that was able to actually run, with a pretty tremendous victory. So, you guys, everyone is, you guys are still at the side of the battlefield. The army is doing what it can to start tending to the injured, capturing enemy combatants that remained on the field due to whatever injuries or cowardice that they had. And so you guys have been asked if you would like to, or if you could, chase down the commander of the Novam Army and the few people he has left that escaped, and put an end to this. So, yeah, what would you like to do?
First off, can we try to see where he is?
You know the general direction he took off in. You guys are, you're still at the battlefield, and they got out of there in a hurry.
It probably would be a good idea to head in that general direction.
Might not be a bad idea just to head in that direction.
That's fair.
Okay. So you guys. Oh, actually, hold on. Put my headphone in the wrong ear, so I couldn't reach my books without doing that. Pulling out my earphone. So that's great. All right, there we go. So yeah, you guys just want to head in that general direction? That's fine. Who is kind of going to be in the front of this group?
I work better from the back.
Fair enough. Am I to assume it would then be Peter in front?
In the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, before we leave the camp, I'm going to heal myself a little bit because I'm still pretty hurt from last time.
Sure. So what are you casting to do that?
I'm casting a level 2 Cure Wounds.
Okay. Sure. So let me make your roll.
All right.
And how many points do you?
I just healed myself 16 points.
16 points. Oh, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Peter, you heal yourself. You're starting to feel better. And you guys get off in that general direction. So I'm going to need a survival check from you, Peter.
Awesome.
You're kind of at the head of this group. You'd be the one to see any untrampled footprints. What is that?
5.
5.
All right, yeah, Peter.
Back to normal of rolling garbage for checks where I could possibly die.
Well, thankfully, this bad check won't kill you. But you guys get into the woods, and Peter, you're looking around, just like, I forgot to check for tracks, and I can't find them.
Question.
Yes.
I am still a wolf. So I have keen hearing and smell.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely use that. You give me a perception check, and I believe you're advantaged on that if you're relying on your smell.
Yes. Advantage on wisdom perception.
So, yeah, give me an advantaged perception.
Okay. First one.
So what'd you roll?
So I rolled a 19 plus 3 for perception.
So 22.
22. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to find tracks because you have their scent. And you are following that scent.
I'm glad somebody can find him.
So yes, you guys. You guys actually, because of that, you don't take a step off of their path, and you're able to move fairly quickly. And so, as you guys get closer and closer, you can. Even you two other guys can see can start seeing physical signs of the army going through here, you end up getting up to a little part where you see it's a little clearing. And you see some guys kind of standing guard. They're completely decked out in Novam's Novum military apparel, chain shirts and shields, spears, and you see two guys kind of in the middle of these 6 guards, and you can tell at least one of them is magical because he's actively healing the other guy who looks to have taken gotten some pretty bad injuries from that battle.
How long has it been, estimation wise?
You probably probably go after them. It probably takes you about half hour, 45 minutes to track them down. Somewhere, it's kind of in the middle of there.
Okay.
You can stay in it up to as long as, or hours times your, or half your level.
Yeah. Okay.
Round it down, so you can stay in it for 2 hours.
2 hours game. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's be real. We all know what Michael's going to do. He's going to try to stealth.
Yes, you are. And with your luck, you're going to get a stupid nat 20 and...
Or a nat 1.
Hey, are you lucky?
No.
Or nat 1.
The DM has been waiting for.
Revenge of the DM. Revenge.
Revenge of what?
The 20s.
It's not my fault.
That one was.
That was horrible.
That was bad. Mike, there's you're trying to hide. You crawl it like into this bush to look out of it, and a flower is just right underneath your nose, and you breathe in, and all the pollen, like loads of pollen, go up into your nose, and you sneeze, and all the guards look at this bush, which just sneezed.
I don't think it's gonna work like that.
Nope. Crap.
I'm gonna take a crap.
So they begin to approach. They shields and spears at the ready.
Oh!
Can I do a thaumaturgy on a bush farther away?
I was going to use minor illusion.
I mean, that
To
could
make
work.
yourself up.
No, to make a sound from another bush.
Okay. But then they're gonna be suspicious of 2 spots. Or you can make like a minor illusion of an animal.
I mean, yes, you can do that. Both of you could do that if you really wanted.
No, I'll let him figure it out.
You're just like, nah, he's got this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mike, you want to use minor illusion to make it sound like another bush sneeze?
Yep. Who knows? We're in D&D land. Maybe it's a mimic.
Mimic bush.
Mimics are terrifying. So let's just, yeah. So you make another bush. You make a sound in another bush, like 30 feet away from you. Make a sneeze sound come from that, and all of them stop where they are, and they kind of look at each other, and 3 of them go to that other bush, while 3 continue towards your bush. So as the soldiers get closer, yeah, they you hear the guys from the other bush yelling, "Oh my God, bees! I'm allergic!" And one of the guy goes running away, screaming like a small female child. And all of the soldiers by your bush stop and watch as this takes place, and the other two guys are sitting there starting to swat at this swarm of bees that comes out of that bush.
Can I try to sneak away?
You can try to sneak away, yes.
He's got some
27. That's better.
That is better. Yeah. Yeah, you're easily able to sneak out of the bush and sneak away. And you guys as a group have moved away from this bush after the sneeze. Yeah, after a few minutes, those three guards you run.
Hold on, we got somebody there.
Okay.
You got to mention, I'll swing back to that for you.
So.
All right, well, I'm going to keep going. Take care.
And is that a green Power Ranger shirt, Mike?
Yeah, it is.
Nerd.
As we play D&D, I would agree.
Yeah, that's not a derogatory thing. Just nerd. I'm a nerd. Peter's mega nerd. That is derogatory.
Keep playing. We can keep playing.
So, the three guards at the bush near with the bees, they all run into the forest away from you, screaming about bees. The three that are left check the bush you were in, and they just start stabbing into it, and nothing happens. They just kind of look at each other and walk back to guard the two guys who are healing at the moment.
I'm going to look at Peter's character when I get back and be like, huh, who would have thought of sneezing bees?
You're right. You are extremely lucky.
I'm a leprechaun.
I didn't say it, you did.
How's it not sunk in that I'm a leprechaun?
I didn't say it didn't.
I'm confused.
Of course I'm lucky.
You've confused the DM. Now he wants to attack you. I'm kidding. He can't really do that, unfortunately.
Giant Monty Python foot comes out of the sky or something.
Exactly. Steps on Peter. No. So you have effectively reduced the number of base soldiers there by half.
Or are we attacking?
Mission accomplished.
No.
You want to do anything else?
Do we see anything that would tell us if the general is there in that?
Yeah, oh no, you see him on the ground. He's being healed.
Oh, I must have missed that. Okay. All right. So we should probably go in and take care of this.
Perception check to see if there's anything around here that might help us, like, get the upper hand somehow.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Fine, I'll look around.
All right, so
That didn't help either. Never mind.
So what were your rolls?
7.
I got an 11.
I mean, unless Kiel's gonna roll too.
Yeah. 9.
So you guys are. I mean.
Oh wait, I have advantage.
I mean, I think when that comes to smell or hearing, not sight.
Oh, I'm looking around? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. You don't seem to see anything that would give you a unique advantage in this fight. Outside of the fact that they still don't really know you're there.
Have the element of surprise.
Oh. How far away are we?
You're probably about 60 feet away.
Okay. Let me look at something real quick.
There's only 3 guys left?
There are 3 soldiers because the 3 other ones ran off because of the bees. One was allergic. And then there's the general who's being healed and clearly another like officer who's magic.
Can I try to sneak about 30 feet closer?
Yeah, you could try.
28.
Yeah, you're able to. It really is a small clearing. So you're able to sneak pretty much to the edge of the clearing, which puts you about 30 feet away from these guys.
Right. Can I, since we seem to be about to attack, can I cast Sacred Flame on one of the on the healer?
Sure.
60 feet. If he's 60 feet away from where I'm at.
He is.
Oh, that just told me my life.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's a Dex saving throw. Needs to be 14.
He succeeds.
Darn it.
So would you two like to do anything in this moment of surprise?
Well,
I'm going to do what I was planning on doing because I wouldn't realize that Peter's attacking.
Yeah.
I was going to use Mage Hand to pull the sword away from one of the soldiers or whatever weapon he has.
His spear.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So you cast Mage Hand, and just making sure. Yeah, I don't think spear weighs more than 10 pounds. But just double checking to make sure. No, a spear definitely does not weigh 10 pounds. So you oh shit, there goes the D20. So you cast Mage Hand, and the soldier in the middle, like he's kind of not paying attention, and you quickly grab and pull, and he isn't able to clench fast enough to grab the spear back, and you do grab the spear with Mage Hand.
Sweet.
so all stealth is gone now, right?
That's not a question for me.
Okay, but like all of our element of surprise is out like this around right now, right? Like they know we're here now.
Yeah, they're going to. I mean, you in this moment, if you wanted to, specifically hide, you could. I mean, Mike was already hidden and he didn't really attack. Really, they just see Peter.
They wouldn't actually see me though, because I can still just peeking behind something. The flame comes from above. It doesn't.
Yeah, you were not stealthing beforehand, so they're gonna see you casting this and hear your incantation.
Okay.
You can't just get away with stuff like that and not have ramifications to it.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, can I just like pounce on the soldier that he just from?
The spear from.
Spear? Yeah.
Are you able to move 60 feet and do that?
Probably.
I
You
don't
might
know.
want to stealth closer.
Oh, never mind. I guess I'll stealth closer because I only have 50 feet. I didn't realize we were 60 feet away.
Yeah. So yeah, you can do stealth. If I remember correctly, that's a +4 to your stealth as a wolf.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Correct, sir. P3. Am I in stealth mode?
What was that?
23.
23. Yeah. You're able to sneak through the like low brush, and you. I mean, in doing so, you can sneak forward to the edge of the opening, which will put you 30 feet away.
Okay.
Guys, we're about to get into a huge melee fight without man.
Sweet.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Well, then let us roll initiative. That is not ideal. All right. Okay. So what did you guys get?
16.
16 for Tegan.
Solid 10.
It's nice. Very nice. Peter?
15.
15 from Sturgeon. So the order will be Tegan, Peter, or Seirdred, Fergus, and then the enemies.
Okay.
So, Tegan gets to start this off. Wolf Tegan, what's your?
I'm gonna attack the guy like I wanted to originally.
Sure.
Yep.
So the guy right in the middle.
Because I'm stealthed, correct?
Yeah, you are advantaged. You would terrify him as you jump, as a wolf jumps out and begins to attack. Is that nat 20?
It went from a 3 to a nat 20, so yes.
All right. So, let me just see something. This does not look good for him. Nope, definitely not. So roll your damage. So that's what, 4d6?
2d6 plus 3.
Right. But you
Right.
crit it.
So 13.
13. That was the 2d6 plus 3. Because the attack normally does 2d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to roll another 2d6. Just don't add the 3 for the second one.
Yes. So
roll 2 more d6.
Okay.
4d6 plus 3, basically.
that's what I did.
You got 13.
Remember now.
Just roll 2 more.
Okay. That wasn't helpful. 18.
18. Okay. It's fine. So you run up to him and knock him prone. And do absolutely terrible things, and kill him. And just start clawing the bejesus out of him, and he dies. Yeah. His midsection is destroyed. Okay, so Seirdred, your turn.
All right. Well, I'll fire my crossbow.
This always works.
I'll shoot it at the healer again.
Okay.
20.
20 will hit him. Yes.
9.
9 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. So with the opening in the line, because Tegan just mauled a guy, you have the ideal shot, and you hit this guy healing, pretty squarely in his side, and he looks over to you and sees you and seems to be getting ready for a fight. So Farragus, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to aim at one of the soldiers with a card.
Sure.
And since I was stealth before this, does that mean I have advantage?
Indeed, because they did not see you.
26.
26 hits. Are you aiming for the guy to the right or the left of Tegan?
Let's go to the right.
All right, cool. So yeah, you hit him. So roll your damage.
You just use this one.
Uh,
18. Yeah. You hit this guy square in the neck. And you see he gasps for air. And then coughs and just blood comes up and he falls over and rolls around a little bit and then dies.
Let's go.
We're dominating these guys.
So it is the enemy's turn now.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously the last normal soldier is just going to attack this wolf who just like murdered his friend. So that's kind of fair.
Fair.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you.
Boo.
Boo hiss. And he will do 4 points of damage to you.
4?
Yes, 4. Quattro.
Via.
All right. Now the guy who was healing, he's going to turn. He knows exactly where that crossbow came from. And Peter, you're still some distance away from everyone, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. I'm 60 feet away still.
Yeah. So that puts you like 30 feet away from the rest of your party. At least 60 feet away from Tegan.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna like this, Peter. But everyone else will go unscathed totally because they're not close enough. So I'm going to need you to make a what kind of save is this thing? I should really know this. I have to make these all the time with Alex. A dexterity saving throw, Peter. How
12.
12. That's not good enough.
I didn't think so.
Oh gosh.
Taking no damage.
You let me roll your damage.
Should I just count myself dead?
How much health do you have?
21.
We're gonna see. No, because I rolled like garbage. So you only take 15 points of damage as a fireball goes flying past Tegan, flying past Fergus, and hits Serdred square on.
Ouch.
Indeed. And the guy who's on the ground is going to use half of his movement to get up, and he's actually going to use his action to kind of defend himself. Sorry about that. So he's going to take a dodge action. And so yeah, he's going to pull his sword and take a dodge action. And now it will be let me get back to my sheet, and it will be Tegan's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn on the only guy left, which is on my left, isn't he?
Yeah, the only regular soldiers on your left, yes.
Okay. I'm going to bite him.
They're not.
Can't I reroll?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're lucky.
Was 5. 18.
18 will hit.
Yeah.
So roll your damage.
12.
12?
Yeah.
So you turn to this guy. You clawed his legs. You actually knock him off his feet, and bite into his neck and kind of rip out his throat, killing him.
Oh, 12 kills. Good.
Sweet.
The only guy left is Captain and the.
No, there's 2 healers.
Yeah, it's the healer and the general.
Who's left? The general. Yeah.
So, Serdred, it is now your turn. You just took a fireball to the face.
Yes, I am aware of this.
What would you like to do? Deep in contemplation.
Yeah.
So, Peter,
I'm
what's
going
on?
to attempt to shoot him with my crossbow.
So you're gonna shoot the healer with the crossbow again.
Yep.
Sounds good.
15.
Yeah! Hopefully.
Probably not with my luck.
Just barely. Yes, you do hit him.
Okay.
Peter.
You
7.
kind of break past what looks to be some sort of magical shield around his body.
Oh, nice.
Indeed.
I do 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. That's cute. So that healer, I mean, he's still very much on his feet and okay. Obviously, he has 2 crossbow bolts in him, but he's doing fine. Fergus, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Throwing a card. Throwing a card. 21.
21. Are you throwing it at the guy who threw the fireball or the general?
You got to do the fireball.
That's a good idea. So you hit him with that.
Let's go.
So roll your damage.
Gambit die. $17.
17 points of damage.
Yep.
These cards are ridiculous.
I used my 2 Gambit die, that's why.
Oh, fair enough.
And on the Gambit dice, I rolled a 7, and this time I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yep.
So, get wrecked.
Touche. So 17, if I remember
Yep.
correctly. 17 math. Why dost thou hate me? Yeah, so that the healer is sitting there looking pretty rough at the moment. That card sliced his shoulder, and pretty deep, and he's quickly losing blood. I mean, he's still alive, but he's hurt. So now it is their turn, and the healer is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Of course.
I mean, dumb of him not to. So he's going to regain. You obviously you see the blood slowing. He regains a decent amount of hit points. I mean, he's still hurt, still very much hurt. But the general though, he's going to yell, primarily looking at the wolf. And he is going to activate his sword, which begins to the blade itself begins to burn and is on fire.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, he's gonna move forward to attack Tegan, the wolf Tegan, but he's going to miss. It's kind of
Real quick. As soon as that sword lights on fire, you all are just going to hear me go, Gibbs!
So you all hear, but Kiel, there's a sword coming down at you, and you're dodging out of the way, and all you hear in the background is, Gibbs!
I'd say something if I could, but you wouldn't understand me anyway.
Nope.
I know you would.
I was gonna mutter under my breath. It would be too big for him anyway.
All right. So now
Make a perception check to see if I heard that.
I am 60 feet away from you.
Yeah, you're only 30 feet away from him. Yes. Yeah, do a perception check.
I said I muttered it under my breath. I did not say it out loud.
Well, I rolled a 15, so yeah.
You look at my handy dandy DM's board, which the inside has wonderful things like DCs and all that. Buy yours somewhere. Again, no one pays me for this crap. They should. I should make money for this. Yeah, no, you don't hear it.
Wait, hold on. What's the DC? Honestly,
20.
dang it, my passive perception's an 18.
Yeah.
Why'd you even roll?
Because if I gotta poke that. All right, I didn't hear.
Yeah, you didn't hear. So, that
Okay, so there's a sword coming at me. Let's go back to that.
You dodged it.
I dodged it?
You dodged
Yeah,
it.
you dodged this flaming sword.
Sweet.
So what do you want to do? It's your turn to attack back.
I mean, does it look like you guys have everything under control over there?
I think so.
Does it look like they got everything under control over there?
I mean, you're the only one out here in this clearing. All the rest of them are back in the woods. You're the one. You have the general in front of you, and the healers behind him to the left of you.
Okay. But it looks like they have the healer taken care of. They can handle him.
I mean, yeah, they've been focusing down the healer, and he looks hurt.
Okay. And we're supposed to get rid of the general, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to attack the general.
That's fair.
Not very well, though. How about 13?
13 does not hit.
Okay.
So he quickly sidesteps your attempt to bite at him and claw him. And so, yeah, I mean, you guys have. I guess you guys just can't hit each other at the moment. So, Seirdred, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Because why not?
I mean, you are badly injured too.
Yes,
So
I would
fair.
rather not die.
Yeah, so roll healing.
All right.
How long has it been?
I get 10 points.
I mean, since you found them, it's probably been like a total of like 5 minutes. And from here on out, each round, from first person through the last, all takes place within the same 6 seconds. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, how many points did you heal, Peter?
10.
10. Okay. So yeah, you just, I don't know, touch your own face because your face got burned, and start healing yourself.
Yep.
So you pretty much just face palm and heal yourself. And now at Fergus, it is your turn.
Sweet. I'm going to come running. I'm going to jump off of her
Okay.
and like rear back and chuck a card as hard as I can at the general.
Interesting. So that will, I mean, doing that will put you, disadvantage with that, because that you'll be within melee range, trying to do a ranged attack.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Plus, I would need like an athletics check for that, unless you just don't want to do that.
Wouldn't it be an acrobatics check since I'm jumping?
Acrobatics and athletics are really weird and confusing. Where according to the book, jumping is more an athletics check.
That's retarded.
You could say you're doing a flip, and then it would be acrobat.
Would it be?
I'm correct, though, right?
Not. I mean, you would still need the athletics check to actually make the jump, and then what you would do in the air, the flip would be acrobatics.
Never mind. I thought that would have been acrobatics. Just screw that entire idea.
Yeah, because.
It's a good idea at the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like falling or you're trying to stay on your feet or like anything else, then yeah, it's acrobatics. But just like jumping itself is more athletics.
What about vault?
We don't have anything to vault with.
I'd be jumping off of you. It would be a vaulting action.
Vaulting.
Anyway, fine. I'll just throw a card at the healer because that's lame. It's a 15.
15. 15 does hit. Yeah.
Barely.
10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you chuck this card at the healer, and you stick him in his chest, and I mean he again looks hurt, and you can, I mean, you know he's bleeding, especially where you stuck him. He's still on his feet though. This is what happens when he heals himself. So yeah, it will be their turn then. And so obviously the general is going to again try to attack Tegan.
You're doing within range, in all fairness.
Okay. He goes to swipe at you. Gosh, the echo. Powerful. So he goes to swipe at you, and he gets it stuck in one of the bodies of his men as he comes down. And he pulls it out, but in that moment he actually deactivates the magic on his weapon.
Nice. Regular sword.
And then lay healer. He's going to shoot magic missile at you, Mike.
Fair.
So, so you get hit by 3 purple glowing missiles.
What a achievement!
Or, ooh, gosh. 12 points of damage as all 3 hit you.
Okay.
Cool. So that'll be their turn. So it is Tegan's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go after this captain again. Or whatever he is, general something. And I missed with a 9.
Yeah. So again, you try to bite and claw at him, and you just don't make contact. Totally missing. Which, so, you know what, let's just see how cool it looks. All right, so yeah, for Peter, Mike, you see, when you look at this wolf in general, it looks like 2 experts expertly trying to trade blows, but they're both great at dodging, and they just get out of the way. And I mean, they look pretty cool when doing it.
At least I look cool.
I mean, it's kind of like when it's basically the Obi-Wan Anakin fight on Mustafar before they even touch each other. They're just, like when they're all like spinning their lightsabers around them, and nobody's hitting anyone. Pretty much it.
That works.
Yeah. EA pop culture references.
I'm watching this. My guy's going to very audibly start laughing and yell out to Peter's character, "Hey, have you noticed that it's a commander and a wolf? That's funny."
Your humor never ceases to amaze me.
I know, I'm quite amazing.
Oh gosh, that was bad.
No, that was funny.
It was funny. And too bad Commander Wolf is working and did not get to experience that himself.
No doubt he'll hear about it.
Oh, he will. Because if I don't tell him, I'm sure you guys will at the beginning of next week. What? Wow, I'm having a brain fart. Seirdred, there's your name. I was thinking of other names for you in other games. Could not pick Seirdred up. So Seirdred, it is your turn.
I'm going to shoot the crossbow again.
Sure. What'd you get?
16.
16 will hit the healer, yes.
7 points of damage.
Yeah, so you put a crossbow right into his heart. And you see him kind of drop back a few steps, reach out like he's going to cast something, and then just fall forward and die.
Finally.
Fergus, it is your turn. There's just the general left.
Is his weapon one or two-handed?
One-handed.
I'm gonna aim at his hand.
Okay.
25.
25 will hit.
10.
So you you hit his hand, and he does drop the blade. Now this will be fairly easy. Kiel, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to make sure this blade doesn't land on you.
Oh, it could be mine, right?
No, you rolled.
From you?
You rolled 19, right? Oh, 16.
16.
16. Yeah. 16 is fine. You quickly take a step back as the blade drops down and hits the ground in front of you.
I know I'm close, but I'm still gonna give him a nasty really look. Because you've been with me long enough, you know that
The
look.
teeth come up.
I don't know why I just didn't do what I should have done there. I'm dumb.
You need the look?
Yeah. You almost hit me.
I just disarmed your opponent. I'm sorry.
You almost hit me.
So I believe it is his turn now.
Yes.
So he is going to he's going to understandably look quite upset. And he is going to cast something. So I need UKL to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nine.
9. Yeah, that is not enough. And so, oh, that's not bad. So you'll take 7 points of damage, and this wave of basically just this thunderous force blasts out of his hands and knocks you back 10 feet. You guys, both of you guys, easily hear the boom from this. It sounds like thunder. Yeah. So that happens.
So I'm 10 feet away from him now?
You are, yeah. You got pushed back 10 feet from him.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
Yes. Is anybody within 5 feet of me yet, or no? Everybody stayed their distance.
They've all stayed their distances. Mike is 15 feet and Peter is 45 feet from you. Or no,
Okay.
20 and 40, 50 feet, because 10 feet. Weird. I'm sorry. Go on. What do you want to do? My bad math.
Oh, I was attacking again.
Okay.
I actually got to do all this time.
Yeah?
23.
23.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think I finally hit him.
You do. And I can't even do what I was supposed to do before to stop it. So way to go. So yeah, you and I believe he has to make a saving throw to make sure he's not knocked prone.
Yeah.
What's the DC on that?
13. Strength.
He succeeds.
Boo. Oh, okay. 15.
15. That's awesome damage.
Best I can do is a wolf.
So yeah, I mean you claw and bite at him, and he will. I mean, he remains standing, but he takes that damage. He looks quite upset by the fact that you actually hit him.
Man, for somebody who needed healing, he has a lot of health.
He does.
He's a big time character.
Boo.
This is like a general. So, Sirdrid's turn.
Well, how far away am I?
You're 60 feet.
Okay. Well, I will dash and move closer.
The whole 60 feet is closing that distance?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you run that the whole way. You get right up next to Tegan, who is still the wolf. And I don't know if you'll be able to do anything. That's
what I'm double checking.
I don't know if anything is you can cast as a bonus action.
I can, but I'm going to wait on that because I don't want to use that one.
Okay. So then it will be Fergus's turn.
Okay, I'm going to throw a card at him, obviously, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
21.
21 will hit, yes.
6.
Yeah, okay. Just math here for a second, and okay. So yeah, I mean, you hit him with another card. This one didn't do nearly as much damage as before, or like knock a blade out of his hand or anything like that. So he looks annoyed by it. But he'll be okay. And so it's his turn, and he's going to take his action, picking up his sword again, because now there are 2 people or creatures attacking him up close and personal. So he picks up that sword again, but that'll be his turn. And so, Tegan, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna go after him again, and 18.
18.
Yeah.
you look like you're about to hit him when all of a sudden you notice he quickly makes a motion, and a shield appears in front of him, and you bounce off the shield. So the shield goes up in front of him.
Boo. Is that it? Does the shield take the damage, or no?
Yeah, I mean the shield. I mean nothing happens to the shield. Like it's a magic that increases his AC. So
Yeah.
That sucked.
yeah, previously you had rolled so high that using the spell wouldn't have done anything. So you couldn't really use it. Finally. It is Peter's turn. Seirdred, you're right next to him.
I am going to cast Cure. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds as a level 2.
Okay.
15.
No, you run into the same shield that's in front of him.
Of course I do.
So you are unable to break through that shield.
My turn?
Yeah, it is your turn.
I'm going to aim at his hand again since he picked his sword back up.
Yeah.
23.
You actually do break through the shield.
Let's go.
So roll your damage. Yeah.
11.
11. I mean he will take that damage, but this time he does hold on to the sword still.
The dude have any muscle left in his hand?
And yeah, I mean you hit him, and I mean there's blood covering his hand and forearm from these cards.
Is the shield broken now?
Well, yeah, it's his turn, so no more shield. The shield dissipates, and he is going to attack Peter because he knows that magic you just tried. He is not happy about that. Oh my gosh! So no, Peter, he does not hit you.
Good.
And yeah, he whiffs.
First good thing that's happened in this fight to me.
But his sword does activate again. So it started on fire again. Tegan, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I have advantage this time, so...
You do.
But I won't need it, because I got a 20.
Nat?
Yep.
You know, I'm real sick of that family's nat 20s, okay?
I'm sure Peter is too.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't get them. So
Apparently, all the nat 20s for Peter somehow got directed into that household.
Yep.
yes, and I absorbed all the bad rolls.
Not all. Mike still did get that nat 1.
Get that nat 1 on stealth. So there is
I'll
that.
take my like 12-to-1 ratio though.
It's fair. So roll your damage.
You had a 1 the first time.
Yeah. 15.
15? Sure.
Yeah.
Because that's great for you. Yeah, so I mean you bite at him and get a chunk of his thigh. but you don't knock him over. And so, Sirjit, it's your turn.
How bad does he look?
He's looking pretty hurt. I mean, there's blood all over his arm. You just took a chunk out of his thigh.
I'm going to use my mace.
Okay.
And it doesn't hit. So.
What'd you roll?
10.
10? Yeah, no, 10 doesn't hit. So Peter, pull out your mace. You swing at him, and he just leans back and watches the mace go by him. Which is when he realized how incompetent you are at hitting him, and forgets about you.
Oh.
Mainly because a wolf just took a chunk out of his thigh, and that seems to be more of a pressing issue. So Mike, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at his hand, and I got 26.
26 hits. Roll
9.
9. I mean, you hit him. You miss his hand this time.
Oh, dang.
Mainly because he's really good at gripping onto that sword. And so you hit him in the midsection, and I mean 9 points of damage is not bad at all. All right. This is gonna be like Zeno's paradox right here, or something like that. With his health. All those philosophy fans out there who know Zeno's paradox.
Yes.
Find that funny. Or not.
It's mildly amusing, but mostly terrible.
Anyway. So yeah. I mean, you hit him. I mean, he's continues to bleed profusely. You guys really have taken a bunch of chunks out of him. And now it is his turn. And in a last-ditch effort, fine.
I like the sound of that.
He is going to start running away. So you guys get attacks of opportunity, Peter and Kiel.
Well, I'll attack with my mace, I guess.
Okay. What'd you roll?
10.
10 does not. Peter, again, he turns to run. You go to hit him, and you just miss terribly.
Oh, he's trying to run.
Tegan?
Yeah.
Attack
Yeah.
opportunity?
Yep. Gonna attack 2. Nat 20.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
I'm looking at it. Yes.
Right there. Right there.
You guys are just... You're too good at the game, okay?
It's not me this time.
It's not
Okay.
you, but that's household.
But when I roll my hits, I roll like ones. So
So roll your damage.
that one was a 6 though. Okay. 8. 12. 21. I actually got a high roll that time.
So, as he turns to run away, Peter just misses terribly. And he gets like 5 feet away, and Kiel, you pursue. And Mike and Peter, you see this basically 30 feet on either side, this wall of fire start to form and start closing in to separate you guys and him. But Tegan runs through, pounces on him, like on his back, and takes a bite out of his like neck and shoulder and tears him down. And they both go tumbling. Tegan then stands up and he does not look like he is moving. And that wall of fire, as it gets close, then just dissipates into nothingness.
Awesome.
Is he dead or is he knocked out?
He is. I mean, he is unconscious for sure
Okay.
because of how high of a or how big of a character this is. He might not completely be dead because you didn't like take him down to negative his own hit points.
He's mostly dead.
He's mostly dead. He's fighting for his life right now in unconscious state.
Okay.
Can I pick up his sword and stab him with it?
That's why you wanted me to keep him alive so that you could stab him?
But I prefer to get rid of this threat.
You could in fact pick up his sword.
You'd have to do a strength.
A sword's a simple weapon.
It's as tall as you.
It's a sword's a simple weapon.
When it's made for your height.
No. Am I incorrect in saying that a sword is a simple weapon?
No, this one would not be.
That's the real question.
Actually, I do believe this is a martial weapon. Yeah.
A sword?
Yeah, short swords are martial weapons.
That's retarded.
Basically all swords are martial weapons.
Yeah, because otherwise I could use one. And
I mean, the short sword is a light weapon. It's not like you couldn't grab it. You can easily grab it.
Cool, let's do that.
It's just not a simple weapon, so you're probably not. I don't know if you're proficient in it. I'm guessing not.
I'm not, which means I just don't get the +3 to my roll.
Yeah. Like it is finesse and
that's the other question.
And light, so you could use it.
Okay, cool. So I have to try to stab him with it?
You can, yeah.
23.
Yeah, you hit him. You stab him. Where are you stabbing him?
What? Well, I could make it simple and just go straight through his head.
You could stab him straight through his head. That is possible. Where are you stabbing him?
Oh, how's he laying?
He is laying in a really contorted state from the tumble.
Is his head laying sideways or is he laying like face down?
His head is sideways, yes.
Sweet, straight through the temple.
Wow, brutal.
Still my kill.
That's fine.
Yeah, you grab his sword. You just stab straight through the side of his head, killing him.
Good.
Definitely.
Good.
Well, that was unexpectedly brutal of you.
Totally counts as one.
I was waiting for that one.
So, what are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Yes, you guys are standing in a clearing with many dead bodies. One of which being a general.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sniff around, see if they have anything important on them?
Sure.
What's the sheath to the sword look like?
I mean, it's a fairly decorative sheath.
More or less, meant this dude was just in like a fiery explosion. Is it usable?
He wasn't in a fiery explosion.
He wasn't in a fiery explosion. Peter was in a fiery explosion.
Yes, my face shows it. Thank you.
And he was trying to create a wall of fire between you guys, but he was on the good side of it, so he didn't. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that sheath. I'm gonna put it around my waist.
Sure.
Do I get passive perception with this, or?
I mean, you're actively trying to perceive something, so no, it would not be passive perception.
Okay, well, I got a 12.
A 12? A passive is like what you notice when you're not trying to pay attention to things. So like,
that's fair.
If I send small children to pickpocket you because it's a hard knock life, then that will be passive perception.
If the check was under 18 for Peter's under his breath thing, I would have heard it.
Yeah. That's why I need you to roll.
Trying.
Anyways, so 12.
Yeah. I mean, you don't find much with them. I mean, they were in the midst of fleeing a battle, which they lost terribly. And they're away from their camp, which you partially blew up.
Mm-hmm.
If not more totally. Yeah, it burned pretty well. So
the general doesn't have any like notes or letters or
not on him. I mean, he has some like, I mean, just what you can see on his body, he has some nice armor, pretty nice armor.
He had a really nice sword.
He had a really nice sword, yes.
But we're going to need to take that sword back so we can prove that we killed him.
Yeah.
Great, we can prove that he killed him, but it's not coming off my waist.
Can you use the thing? I know you killed him with it, but can you use it?
Jim, at this point, can I look and see if I can tell what the sword is, like other than a sword? Like obviously it's magical. Magical.
Yeah, you could do like an Arcana check to see if there's.
I'm gonna try it. No, I picked it up. Possession is 9 times the law. Yeah, I'm not even gonna sense anything. 7.
You're like, I watched it start on fire before, but I don't know how.
Must be magic.
Do you believe in magic? Sorry.
Also, can we take a short rest? Is that possible?
Yes, you guys can spend an hour to take a short rest. Use whatever hit die you'd like.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna turn back
Since I'm almost
into a
dead.
regular me.
Yeah.
At this
So the
point.
first time in like almost 2 games, you're you again.
And me.
Which the rest of you have like a sigh of relief that it wasn't just some random wolf following you. It actually was Tegan. No, I'm kidding.
So guys, I just want you to know that I just used all 4 of my hit dice and went from 16 to 43 hit points.
You son of a gun.
I rolled 2 8s, a 7, and a 6.
I have full health anyway.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't have full health, but I'm a lot better than I was.
I was almost dead.
So was I, but I healed myself once.
I don't have that ability. You're the healer.
Mm-hmm.
I still get to present the sword though.
Whatever.
It's my kill. It's
Are
important.
you any good at Arcana?
Arcana?
Probably better than you.
I'm better,
Peter.
yeah, I'm better than you.
You sure?
0.
Yeah,
You're
you are.
-1.
You technically are better.
Mine is a 0. So
We're all better than you, Michael. At a 0.
During our short rest, I'm just gonna pull out my bagpipes and start playing.
Oh gosh.
Give me a performance check.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a good thing
15.
I am not a wolf anymore.
I mean, you're playing the bagpipes pretty decently. However, they're still bagpipes. So decent bagpipes is still
Amazing.
screeching terribleness.
You have clearly never heard good bagpipes.
Well, apparently you're not that good then.
No, I mean it's pretty decent. No one wants to like cut off their ears or anything like that.
Good, good.
Not that that would really stop you from hearing, but whatever.
I'm here as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
There'd still be the holes in the side of your head.
But you'd be clasping your hands to the side of your head, writhing in agony and hearing your own screams, so you
That's
probably wouldn't hear it.
Which might sound better than most bagpipes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love the Scottish people and their choice of music. Or is that the Irish? I don't really know.
No, bagpipes are more Scottish.
I thought so. Yes, got it right. Technically, Reed is a Scottish name, so ha ha.
I'm sorry.
Better than being
I'm
Irish.
Scottish.
Still super Polish, so it's fine. Perfect. So yeah, Mike's playing the bagpipes.
Yeah.
You guys just kind of like relaxing, chilling out.
I think we should start moving away.
Well, I mean, it's during the hour that you took a rest.
Well then, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be kind of looking around a bit, though.
Sure, that's fair.
Because there were 3 guards that ran off into the woods being chased by bees, and I don't know if they might come back.
That's fair. And so, I mean, actually, in this, just at the tail end of this hour, you hear the sound of horses riding up towards your position. Do you do anything, or just wait for impending doom, or
Probably should hide in the bushes or something.
Yeah.
kidding about the impending doom? Yeah, so you hide in the bushes. Sorry. Yeah, you I mean, you give me stealth checks. Is that a nat 20, Mike?
It's a stealth check.
So
Yeah, it is nat 20.
Yep.
But I make up for it by having a 7.
I have a 13.
Really stealthy. Kind of stealthy. Not stealthy at all.
So here's the weird thing. What happens when someone rolls a nat 20 on perception and another person rolls a nat 20 on stealth?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Modifiers.
What, did you say wildfires?
Modifiers.
Oh. Let's roll again to see whose nat 20 is better.
Oh, man. Do I get to have my stealth modifier?
No, this is just a nat 20 roll.
Damn. 12.
Okay. So, you guys all hide in the bushes. And, you see, you see this group of horses coming, about 4 of them, with Graydon, Viva, and 2 officers riding up. And they come into the clearing and see the bodies. They quickly take a look around, definitely catch sight of Tegan and Sairdred. And they say, "Come on out. And Leprechaun, you come out too." They just don't look at you, but you got to be here.
So they don't see me, huh?
You don't know whether they knew where you were or they didn't.
Then can I try to sneak up and like jump on her horse and just be behind her because it'd be funny?
Give me a new stealth roll for that, because that's moving through open ground.
25.
That's hers, but no, her horse doesn't see you either. Wondering if the horse is gonna like kick you as you come up.
That would suck.
I would have laughed.
Oh, we all would have.
Yeah, because sneaking up behind horses is a great idea. No, yeah, you quickly run up. You jump on the back of her horse. Viva turns and goes, "Oh, there you are." And Graydon just looks at you and is like shaking his head because you're literally just sitting down on the back of the horse. So, and they're gonna look down and go, "Is this the general?"
Aye, we got him.
I believe the correct term you're looking for is was the general.
Say, well,
Believe the correct term you're looking for.
too bad he had to die, but it is war.
Honor.
I'm especially fond of the sword wound in his temple.
He's just gonna look at you and go, "You didn't have a sword before."
You're right.
Did you steal his weapon?
Steal, spoil of war.
Leprechauns.
Hey, I stole
Okay.
nothing.
And they're going to look at the two officers that came with him and say, put his body on the back of your horse and take his body back to camp. They're gonna look at you guys and say, "Well, thank you for taking care of that for us. If there's any soldiers left, there's no way they're regrouping to counterattack with their general and most of their officers dead or captured. So if you guys would like to head back to Baygate, you could do that. That's where the army is headed. Once we are able to at least patch those up, patch people up temporarily, to get them back to seek actual medical attention.
Cool.
But thank you for all that you've done.
You're welcome.
So, what was that?
Said there's nothing to it.
I mean, it helps when they're laying on the ground dead already.
Oh! Burn.
My guy's just gonna like slink off moping because I was just.
True.
Not true.
I mean, yeah, not untrue.
I'm glad your one bite did a lot of damage.
Excuse me. I started attacking him first.
Oh, excuse me. I'm the one that hit him first.
All right, children. It's going to be okay.
Dude's got like 5 cards stuck in his body.
Yeah, but they're playing cards. I mean, how much could they actually hurt?
Added up. Did a lot.
You did a lot of damage, especially when you have those gambit dice to use. So yeah. Are you guys headed back to
To Baguette Land? Yes.
Wonderful. So that'll take you a few hours of marching. And who rode their horse?
Into battle?
Everybody but me.
Peter?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You guys make a detour back to the battlefield where your horse is.
If you want, you can ride with me on my horse.
Yeah. And I mean, when you get back there, you do notice they have a decent amount of people who were from the Novam Army who were injured and are now prisoners. They've been disarmed, and they'll be prisoners of war at this moment in time.
At least it wasn't a total slaughter.
Yeah. So, but you guys get moving long before the army is ready to go, and so it takes you a few hours, but you get back to Baygate. And when you get back, already word of the battle has reached Baygate. They did send some messengers, so when you get back, you're basically welcomed as I mean,
Is he welcomed as a burn victim?
Huh?
He said, is he welcomed as a burn victim?
Yeah, exactly. Just like your ego is.
Oh.
Because you got burned. As Fergus was sad from the, it helps when they're already dead comment. Kidding. I make jokes. Interesting. But anyway, no, you guys are welcome back as relative heroes. You guys weren't like named particularly in the message that came back, but you did march out with them and you came back after the battle, so they just assume you were part of it all.
Fair assessment.
And they're gonna look at you guys and say, like, the core group of survivors who have been there this whole time are going to say, you guys have done so much good for this town, in helping us be secure, and get us, kind of back in a spot where we're not just surviving, but we're actually, able to live. And so they're going to say, so we've arranged for you to receive a piece of property. There's no building on it, or no intact building on it, but the land is yours.
Cool.
Thanks.
So they show you where it is. It's on it's toward the south side of town. Generally an area that is yet to be cleaned up at all. But it's right near an opening that you assume used to be a pretty nice park before the attack. And so you guys do have a small plot of land there. And I think this is just a good stopping point for tonight.
Probably.
Well, not quite as long as normal, but under 2 hours, and I'm pretty okay with it. So this is where we'll end it tonight. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel and you like what we do here, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, if you have any suggestions to the party on pretty much anything, or want to make a suggestion of your own, please comment down below, and we will be reading all of that. So anyway, we will see you not next week, because we will not have a game next week. the week after that. So, see you next time.